I'm sick and I'm tired. I'm sick and I'm tired. But I'm not sick of being tired. Literally, I'm sick as I'm filming this. I literally just went to patient first today and had to get antibiotics. I've got a major sinus infection as I'm filming this. I've been dealing with that for like 2+ weeks. But that has nothing to do with what I'm doing here. And you're probably asking yourself that exact same question. Joe, what are you doing here? Things certainly look a hell of a lot different. In fact, well, I would hope that they look a lot better. If you follow me over on Joe Does Stuff, you'll know that I'm filming back out in my she shed, no longer using the green screen. I've set up some nice background lights. I've even got a new camera. Crazy to think. You would have thought I would have done all of that while I was here on AfterPrisonShow. But maybe it's not too late. Maybe it is. Anyways, I wanted to begin this with a bit of deep revelation. Legitimately, I am sick. Legitimately, I am tired. I've been working quite a bit. And legitimately, a hell of a lot of things have changed. Am I back again? Joe, didn't you leave once and try to come back with Dave and do this After Prison Show, after show, and whatever happened with that? A lot of things have changed in my personal life, on YouTube. And again, if you follow Joe Does Stuff, you'll know about those things. And if you don't, I want to fill you in. And by the way, this is not a segue from my other YouTube channel, Joe Does Stuff, even though I'll be mentioning quite a bit in relation to that other YouTube channel in this video. But in this video, this is all about After Prison Show and what the fuck I'm doing here. I got a painting business now that is absolutely crushing it. I've got 7 people working with me, not for me. All of my folks, they work with me, right alongside me. I work hard too. Painting business has been operational now for 7 months, I believe. I've quit doing flip houses. We flipped 4 houses. I did pretty good with that. And the painting business is crushing. I'm doing flip house numbers with the painting business. This is not the flex. These are just facts. I'm also about to be a father like any day now. Literally, as I'm filming this, it's Wednesday. My wife's due date is tomorrow, as a matter of fact. As I film this video, it's Wednesday the 14th. My wife is due on December the 15th. Just had a major revelation in relation to just life events and nothing in relation to my son per se. Just more on that in the future. And probably that will be over on Joe Does Stuff in the very near future. A lot of things have changed. I got into a huge fitness kick. I lost something like 35 pounds. And then I gained like 15 of those pounds back. I went from 285 to 235. Shit, I lost like 50 pounds. And now I'm back to 250. Just found that out today when I went to patient first. They put me on the scale. First time I've been on the scale in a long time. Joe, why did you quit working out? Well, because the painting business, it's basically taken over my life. But every once in a while I would film or I would think about videos or something would take place that would get me to thinking about After Prison Show. And I just got to be honest with you, I have missed this channel. And it's crazy for me to think about so many things that took place over here and all the hoopla and all of that. I would think about certain storylines and certain things that took place here, the Danny series, just certain things that I featured here, and that would be cool to think about, but it would just be like in one ear and out the other, basically just going through my mind for a brief moment in time, and then I would just not think about it anymore. But I guess as I would think about it more often and things would come to mind more often, I began to think about, wanting to come back, but wanting to do it so much differently now. I guess what I want to do is I just want to do whatever the fuck I want to do and try to create entertaining content all the while. I thought about the fact that, since I started After Prison Show and all of the people that I basically inspired to create their own prison YouTube channels, more on that in an upcoming video. Think about since I left After Prison Show, how many people there probably are now. Like, who is the most popular prison YouTuber now? Is it Banky? Like, I honestly don't know, and I'm genuinely asking, and I hope that it is. I hope it's somebody that I got a chance to feature on After Prison Show. That would be cool to know. I do know that he's doing really well. I don't know how anybody else is doing. And, at this point, I do hope that anybody who's found success doing this is doing well. One of the things that I've thought about doing coming back here is doing a tell-all, that's one thing, about so many different things, doing updates on so many different people, and doing a masterclass for prison YouTube. Joe, what you mean a masterclass? What you a master of? You a jack of all trades, master of none. Pretty good at painting, kinda. You see those advertisements for like photography or filmmaking, Cameron Diaz or whoever created Avatar, talking about a masterclass. I'm gonna teach you how to be a filmmaker. Filmmaker, like we throwing up gang signs and shit. And I don't even know how much that shit costs. I got to imagine it's a grip. And I thought to myself, if I'm a master of nothing, well, I'm certainly a master of prison YouTube. At least one point in time I was. And if you think about this, I don't want to get too philosophical here, but think about this. Had I came after so many people who came after me, and I was able to sit back and watch what worked and what didn't work and try to take what did work and do that better, you wouldn't be able to fuck with me. I would be running this shit. But I didn't have that luxury afforded to me. When I started this, it was only me and Big Herc from Fresh Out. And I hope that his YouTube channel is still doing well. And that was okay. I didn't mind, paving the way, trying new things. Okay, that didn't work. And that really didn't work. That worked a little bit. Joe Ross, that was an epic fail. Touch him 2 times, Tommy. They didn't like that at all. And I just wonder how many people actually watched my videos, studied my videos, and used that to find success for themselves. And good for them, if anybody did. Maybe nobody did. A lot of people did. So I think to myself, I'm like, I could do a master class on what to do and what not to do. And like lessons that I learned from my own mistakes that I could teach to anybody coming home from prison, picking up an iPhone like, yo, hey, it's my first day out. Yeah, just got out. Let's film some videos. Hey, yo, what's the first thing you want to do when you go home? I want to get on you. I want to create a YouTube. I want to create a TikTok. No longer are we talking about what's that first meal you want to get. What's that girl you want to go see? It's, hey, yo, what content creator you trying to go home and follow first and send an email to or DM? I have no idea if that's how it goes, but I like to believe. I'm going to start a masterclass for YouTube. And spoiler, I'm back with a fucking vengeance. That's right. Oh, I got an email. That's an email. I'm back with a vengeance, and I'm here to let you guys know this is a public service announcement. I'm coming back for the throne. Yeah, I'm going to take over. And I got some plans on how exactly I'm going to do that. And just like when I came home from prison and I basically had to pave my own way and forge my own path, and I saw that there was Big Herc, and he was this big, huge black dude from the West Coast, and and I was the total opposite of him, and I wanted to make sure that I stayed the total opposite of him, I'm going to do the same thing coming back for the top. So not only will my masterclass teach how to come home from prison and create your own social media existence, I'm also going to teach you how to reach the top, and if ever you fall off of the top, how to pick yourself up and get right back up there. You're going to watch me do just that. Joe, how are you going to do that? Joe, there's probably a lot of people who really don't like you right now. Well, let me tell you this. I've actually learned a thing or two from TikTok, especially from the Island Boys and people similar. And I don't know if I've ever shared this with you. I probably have. But you know, Danny, of all people, said something to me during one of our little clashes, I guess. And it has stuck with me forever. I've never really put it into use or put it into like I've never activated this special power. But Danny said to me one time, he said, Joe, you know, it doesn't matter whether these folks like me or they hate me. They're going to watch me regardless because of one or the other. Hey, that dude had some deep ways of thinking about things. So yeah, even if people don't like me, well, there's probably a pretty good chance that after this comeback, don't call it a comeback, they're probably going to end up hating me even more. Why, Joe? What are you planning to do? Well, like I had mentioned at the beginning of this, whatever I fucking damn well feel like. If I want to do Joe Ross or touch him 2 times, Tommy, damn it, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm not necessarily sure that that's the route that I want to go. I'm 40 now. And damn it, I'm feeling my age. I literally just turned 40 last month. I didn't get a letter from you. And I had to use this 3-way call to get in contact with you. I also saw that you changed your number and I had to reach out to your mother to find your new one. It almost made me feel like you didn't want me to get back in contact with you. But I know that's just me being paranoid. What do I mean when I say I'm going to do whatever the hell I want? Joe, you're sounding crazy. What kind of antibiotics they got you on? That COVID really fucked you up. It did. I caught the COVID. I caught the vid. Yeah, and it messed me up pretty bad. I'm still 2 months later dealing with a sinus infection. I think I'm dying, like a Lil Wayne song back in 2007, Lil Wayne. You know, I think back to when I was doing the Bobo and like how over the top I would get at times and how I would have to rein it back in because I wasn't trying to offend people, or maybe people didn't really get my sense of humor. Forget all of that. It was in the Bobo or during those times when I really was in my rawest form. And damn it, I had a lot of fun being able to express myself as freely as I did during that time. Now, I know we live in a very woke time, and, you know, maybe that won't land as well as it did then, which it rarely ever landed. You know what? I guess the best way that I can explain it to you is if you take the Bobo and you mash that up with even more over the top idness, that's probably barely even scratching the surface of what I've got planned. Look, I don't want to go that crazy on this, this first date. Again, us seeing each other for the first time after so long. God, it's been a while. When was the last time that we talked? I believe Dave was there, right? Yeah, that podcast, it just didn't work out, and I wish that it would have. And then the painting business got in the way as well, so, yeah. Look, I also want to do some things that I've done in the past. I want to share stories with you guys. I literally am running across stories still that I'm like, damn, man, I really wish I could do a video about that. And I also know that there's going to be a lot of people who probably are like, damn, Joe, you should have just let it go, okay? The prison stories have been told. You're old. You know, you can't really share anything, about prison here today that's probably even relevant. And damn if that ain't a great thing to be able to say. I'm actually quite proud of that. And you're right as well. The fact of the matter is, and it always has been, that this is After Prison Show. And I think I'm going to start doing what a lot of these other prison YouTubers do. I'm actually going to take a page from their masterclass. I'm going to make this motherfucker all about me and not worry about the next man. Trying to help him. I'm taking some major shots right there, directed at probably everybody. If there is anybody out there doing God's work, I commend you. But stop now. It's probably not going to really work out. It rarely ever does. Yeah, I mean, it is After Prison Show. And if there's one content creator that I'm definitely going to collab with, because you know that I don't really collab with anybody. And to be honest, who would even really want to collab with me? I'm going to collab with myself. After Prison Show, sword fighting with Joe Does Stuff. Yeah. And I want to be able to share some Joe Does stuff with y'all here on After Prison Show, because I know that there's plenty of people who wouldn't mind me getting back to doing videos here on After Prison Show, who don't rock with Joe Does Stuff because they're not into painting or flipping houses or anything in relation to that. And I also know that there's people from Joe Does Stuff who would love to see me come back to After Prison Show. I'm not just making that up, right? I mean, there are people that want to see me come back here. No, Joe, go away forever. Go be a father. I'm about to be one. And folks, I know my world's about to get flipped upside down. And I can't wait. And I want to be able to share that with y'all as well. See how I just take you for the roller coaster? Whee! Oh, whee! Oh, God, you're horrible. You're such a... I mean, that's life, though, you know? Look, one thing that I want to let you know, I'm coming back for the top. The crown, the throne, the belt. It's mine. And I don't care who has it right now. I'm coming for it. So either do your good Samaritan deed and just hand it over, or prepare to get the proverbial door kicked into your shit. Because I've awakened, not become woke, but I've awakened with a renewed energy within myself to never forget where I've come from, realizing that it was After Prison Show all along. And damn it, as long as I'm still breathing, you're going to have to pry this thing out of my dead cold hands. It's going to be After Prison Show still. I'd sure like to polish that pickles. I just did that skit over on Joe Does Stuff. Have you seen that kid on TikTok? He's like, I'd sure like to suck your pee. What did you just say to me, you mother? The shit people are doing these days for views. And I'm about to get jiggy right there with them. Hey, look. One thing that I guarantee you. If you thought that I kept it real before, well, wait till you see how real I'm about to keep it now. Ain't gonna be no biting or holding the tongue. I'm gonna call it how it is. And call it how it always has been. And get back to making some good old-fashioned After Prison Show type of content here. Folks, that's all I got. I got to go blow my nose. It's way past my bedtime. I got to get up super early and go paint. And, oh shit, I filmed so long the other light died. I got to get up. But hey, folks, I'm back. And it feels good to be so, and to be so motivated as well. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to check this video out. I'll look forward to sharing more with you. And you know, in Joe Does Stuff, there is no outro. Can I say it? I can say it, right? God, I gotta blow my nose. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day.